Hello everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and today's motovlog, what I'd like to talk about is my channel normally is, and that's motorcycle topic related. And that topic is going to be on riding gear as a whole. And I feel like the whole riding gear thing can be really overwhelming. There's so much out there right now. There's so many different brands to choose from, so many different genres in each brand. And I'm going to tell you guys a way that when I started out riding, the way for me to figure out what's what, or not necessarily for a new rider, but for somebody looking to get better gear or gear that works better, or maybe upgrade their gear or whatever. I will tell you, just starting out, especially as a new rider, or even somebody who is looking to get different gear, I will warn you on this. Don't think that $100 Vega jacket is going to be, or just, you know, insert less expensive brand here, whatever that is. I'm not knocking that stuff, but I'm just saying that don't expect that kind of more budget gear to be as nice as the more name brand stuff. And, you know, even though you buy name brand stuff, you don't have to buy the $700 jacket and pair of pants. I'll tell you from personal experience, like, I've done that route and I've tried to buy the cheaper stuff and be like, well, this will work, and then it doesn't fit exactly the way it should, because it's not you know, it's the wrong kind of fit for the kind of, or the wrong fit for the different type of bike you're riding, or it doesn't vent well, and the padding, or sorry, not the padding, the armor is really stiff and uncomfortable. And unfortunately these days, like a lot of stuff, you get what you pay for. So that being said, I've done that, you know, bought the cheaper stuff and thinking it would work, like I said, and then turn around and end up buying better gear to start with. So I essentially spent more money instead of just buying the more mid-level gear to start with, because I bought the cheaper stuff first and then turn around and set in my closet forever once I bought the better stuff, and then I spent more than what I just would have spent to buy the mid-level gear in the first place. If all that makes sense, I hope it does. But I'll tell you a place that I will tell you from personal experience, in my opinion, for a pair of jacket and a pair of pants, especially summertime stuff, you know, the good $400 to $500 stuff is all you really need to spend money on. Now, the winter stuff is a little bit different, but I'll get to that in a second. So the best way and the easiest way that I found, and I'm not paid by them to say this or sponsored by them, I wish, in any means, and you know, it's just a good online thing to search for, is Revzilla. If you look on, you know, on their YouTube channel, they have tons of stuff for different genres of bikes, for beginners, for different levels, different genres of stuff, and all kind of stuff in between. And I'll just say this from personal experience. Really, what is with people cutting a corner? Oh my lord. See, this guy's truck's twice the size of them, and he didn't almost kill me like them. Anyways, but I'll try to find them and put them down in the description below. But Revzilla has lots of little starter pages, like you know, they'll show a rider wearing this head to toe, and they'll go over what they're wearing head to toe, and it'll say like beginner stuff, or adventure rider, or touring, or sport bike, and all that kind of stuff. So that way it kind of helps break down that. And then most of that stuff that they talk about in that one video that covers all the gear from head to toe, they'll have individual you know, product videos on each item listed, most of the time, not always. But then another also route to get you started, you know, you just want to see what's out there and help kind of break it down before you walk in a store, is Cycle Gear is a store that's owned by Revzilla. They're sister companies. So if you're not comfortable doing the online thing, there's Cycle Gears. There's quite a few of them, but depending on where you live, you may or may not have one that you can go visit and do that. That kind of thing. But I've been to one that's only a couple hours ride from me, just to see what it's about and find out for myself. And you know, most of the people, or if not all the people who work there, ride motorcycles themselves, so they kind of know, like, you know, help you in a step of the right direction and all that kind of stuff. And you know, even in my experience too, there's different gear for different occasions. Like I ride in temperatures from down all the way into the upper, maybe middle 30s, all the way to 100 degrees where I live. So in the vast and broad temperature range I ride in, there is no 4-season pair of pants and 4-season jacket. Just doesn't happen. There's nothing that's going to cover that wide of a temperature range. So I have my summer riding gear, which is what I'm wearing now, my Ruka Air All jacket and pants. Fantastic bit of stuff. But I have that stuff, and then I have my Climb Carlsbad that I found on clearance for like almost $200 off for the jacket, and almost that much for the pants. And it was just as cheap, if not a little bit cheaper than the Ruka stuff I'm wearing. So, you know, the deals are out there. You're just going to have to look for them and be patient if you want to save that, if you want to save quite a bit of money on stuff. But most of the time when Revzilla does that stuff is when there's already the next version of something else. So they discount the older version to make room for the new stuff that's already in stock or fixing to come in stock. So if you see, you know, a jacket you've been looking at, and some of the stuff like model year, yeah, they changed some stuff here and there, but if you don't mind not having all the newest, latest, and greatest, you can save yourself a lot of money by going that route. So that's what I did. And you know, the Climb stuff, you know, yes, it's still expensive at a discount price, but I've been very happy with it so far. In fact, I'm wearing a set of their gloves, which I've not had less than a month now. My old pair of Revit gloves had for like almost 3 years, and pretty much about had it. So, but like I said, I'll try to leave some product placement stuff down in the description for Revzilla stuff, so that way that'll help you out a little bit and help narrow your search down. So on that, guys, if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them down in the description below. And if you've not already done so, please subscribe and turn the bell on, as I normally upload once a week. But on that, guys, ride safe, have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.